Welcome back, folks, to the Lighthead Online Video Show. This episode of the show is brought to you by Keystone Technologies. Go to KEYSTONETECH.com, Greg Eric.
Somebody just called me and I was on the phone while you were patiently waiting for me, and they said, I want to try out an LED T8 tube, but I don't know what color I want. You know what? I'll send you one. Keystone's got a color selectable. You pick the color. It's easy. Take the tube, put it in, type A, just put it on your existing ballast, pick your color, then you can decide if you want to go
Boom.
A, B, whatever. Keystone.
That's right. Yeah, even just as a sample to try it out.
Yeah, it's the best sample in
Great.
the world.
Yeah, best sample. Very functional, actually. But I was thinking about LED tubes and I was thinking about everyone wants to make fluorescent tubes illegal, and everyone's like hot and bothered about that. Like, oh, we're finally putting an end to mercury. It's like, God, just quiet down. It's not. We could, I've often stated that we could do a much better job with that than the actual powers that be. If they knew the top 10 fluorescent lights, you could get rid of them really quickly without causing a whole bunch of fuss and hassle. But that being
Definitely.
said, I think 2023 is the year of the rebate entitlement. And what I mean is that, I was talking to my peeps here, and they're like, "Oh yeah, ROIs are getting longer or whatever," and da 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 da. And so we needed to change the talk track. And so instead of talking about ROI or payback, we're talking about the rebate entitlement.
You're calling it the rebate entitlement.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And we checked with the utility, and you're actually still entitled to your rebate.
Okay. So you're gonna let me just see if I get it. So you're gonna propose a project and not get into ROI or payback. You're gonna say, here's what it's gonna take, and by the way, you're entitled to $3,000 rebate on this. Is
No,
that
I'm
what you're
just kidding.
saying?
No, no, no. It's even worse than
Okay.
that. It's even darker.
Okay.
We're just gonna say things like, "You guys haven't taken advantage of your rebate entitlement yet.
Mm.
Why not?" What do you mean?
You're
Well,
saying,
I checked
yeah,
with the utility, and you're entitled to a rebate on that lamp. Why are you still buying it?
sure. So this is people that already have something existing, or is it a new? I mean, I'm trying to
I don't
play it
know.
all
It's
out
just
here.
it's just all I'm
It's an
saying is like
idea.
it's
Okay.
it's really difficult to get in the door these days to talk to people about lighting.
And what you bring up is a great way to do it. A lot of times is I was in a foundry the other day, and he was all excited about the lights he was purchasing, and he showed them to me, and they were absolutely horrible.
Oh God.
Open strip fixture with exposed LEDs in a foundry. Everything's flying in the air,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's like,
It's
"Yeah,
gross.
I got 10 of these on Amazon for $260 or whatever it was." I'm like, "Yeah, well, they're not the right fixture for the application. One, you didn't get a rebate, and that did come up because a lot of times, your rebate can cover the cost of the difference between buying it on Amazon and buying an actual quality product. So you
Mm-hmm.
could use that line there. You could say, "Did you?" And I asked him. I said, "Why?" I said, "Have you gotten any rebates?" Because he bought a few other things too. He's like, "No, I didn't really know there was one." And then I can tell him, "You're entitled to one." That's what
Yeah,
I
you're
should have
entitled
used.
to one, but you have to buy. But you have to buy quality products.
Yeah, yeah, you're entitled as long as it's quality product, and
Yeah,
I got the
and then you
quality
got to
product for
also
you.
we got to recycle those mercury lamps you're using as well. We got to make sure that
Yeah,
they go to the recycler, and then after
yep.
that, it's free cash, man. You're entitled to it. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know how long this entitlement's going to last. You might want to jump on that.
Do you like the word entitlement?
I hate it, but it works.
Okay, it works. It makes people feel what? Like
Okay,
that
well let's
they
say let's
deserve
say
it.
let's
I
say
deserve it.
let's say after this call,
Mhm.
you hang up the phone, and somebody calls Premier Lighting, and they ask to speak to the owner, and somehow they get through to you, Greg, and you're talking to the guy, and he says, "Yeah, I'm with this company, and I just want to make sure that you received all of the COVID-19 business entitlements that you're entitled to in the last 2 years. They're going away soon, so I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure that you know, have you received all your entitlements?" You're going to say no for sure. You don't know. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what we should do? I can actually assess your entitlement, your rebate entitlement status for you, and it's free. And I'll just tell
Hmm.
you what you're entitled to. What would you do?
Say, well, what do I have to do? I'd find out what I had to do for it.
Well, I'm just going
If
to
they
come
made
by
it
your
real
shop for
easy.
I'm going to come by your shop for half an hour, and then the next day I'm going to email you the report.
That's it, Mike. That's all you're going to do.
All I'm going to do is count your lights, bud, and then I'm going to tell you what you're entitled to.
Fine. You want to count my lights? Count
Yeah,
my lights.
exactly, dude. It's
Get
yeah,
out of here.
dude. Yeah. Yeah, you see it?
All
It's a
right.
better
Okay.
pitch.
Okay.
It's a better pitch for
Yeah.
2023. I mean,
Yeah.
when's the last time someone asked you for an ROI or a payback?
You know, it's funny that it's not. It comes up a little bit, but it's not as common as it used to be,
It
for
used to
sure.
be everything used to be the whole talk track was about ROI and payback. What's the
Right.
payback?
And it's hard for someone like me too to change gears because you're always
Yeah.
thinking that,
Yeah.
and then when
It's
you
not
get
about
into it and
payback
it
anymore.
doesn't even bring it up, and you're like, huh, all right. So you mean you need light to see? Oh yeah, you do. Okay, that's what it's about. Damn it.
Yeah. Not only that though, like
Yes.
changing fluorescent tubes is a pain in the butt, actually.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work for somebody. It's a pain in the butt. Listen, I sell people light bulbs all day long, and they hate light
Yep.
bulbs. They hate burnt out light bulbs. Burned out
Right.
light bulbs is yesterday's news in 2023,
I like it.
right? You don't need to have
Hmm.
burned out light bulbs. You just need to change your lights to LED, right? And you're entitled to a rebate, folks. And so I just gave you the most valuable information you've ever heard in the lighting industry in the history of your life, sucker. And after you're done hearing this, you just go to keystonetech.com, KEYSTONETECH.com, where they got all kind of rebate ready fixtures and bulbs, buddy. That's right. Thanks for listening.